Previously on Industry.
They want to winch the snowboard in the skate park.
Just do it right here and put it so the winch goes up against one of those posts.
They are making a lot of headway.
Justin is laying the pressure heavy on Jimmy. And I know how Jimmy is, and he is not going to respond well to Justin's constant, finger in his eye pressure.
The sleigh winch in the snow yesterday was pretty sweet. That's the only thing I saw was you fall like this and the tail of the board go right by your head.
Seeing how effective this winch is in the snow makes me think Tommy could really launch this thing.
Picnic table looks like the ticket right here. Perfect!
I'm Dan McGranahan, CEO of Icon One Agency. We manage the top athletes in action sports. This is my world. This is my industry.
No one hands it to you. It's gotta be earned to cross the finish line. Yeah, I gotta be first. This is my world, my industry. This is my world, my industry.
Hey, Mama, where's my pants?
Where's your pants?
Yeah.
I don't know. Where are your pants?
That relationship is amazing to watch. It's amazing to see how much she cares for him and how much he cares for her. I mean, he's just a little guy, but he still looks out for his mom.
Oh, is it time to go night-night? You sound tired.
No, I still sound tired.
You're not tired. It's hard. I hate being away from him for too long because I feel like, I miss out on some things. I guess it hurts. I guess I put up such a good face, but I know it sucks. I wish he was here. He would love this. He would love to play in the snow and playing with Owen yesterday. It was hard. I'm sorry. We need to get it together. I know in my heart of hearts I'm a good mom. But I sometimes feel that wow, how could you leave him for so long? When I look at Owen and Windsor and how great they are, and there's at least one parent with their child at all times, and we just don't have that luxury. And I can't be sad about it. I get so mad when I get sad about it because he's so loved by the people that he's with, but sometimes I'm just that's my job. But it's just that tension between, my family wanting to support what I do, but they can't believe that I would leave my son for that amount of time. So it's what do you want me to do? I love you, Zachy.
Yeah.
All right, bye. It's over. In fact, I am confident in the fact that I'm not supposed to be a stay-at-home mom. I know that I suck at that. And I know that Zach knows I suck at that. Because we laugh about it. He's just when are you going to work? And not in a mean way, but he just knows that I'm so good at organizing everybody else's life that trying to organize ours is laughable.
My whole life I grew up with a surfer. I mean, that's foundationally where I am in action sports.
Roots, yeah.
Yeah. surfing 3 times a day in the water for 8 hours. You know, that was my life. But and I always dreamed that would be my son's life. But my son is, you know,
Opposite?
Well, he's legally blind.
Oh.
And so he was born premature. And so he has to wear some pretty gnarly glasses.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, believe me, it doesn't slow the kid down.
Oh, yeah.
But in the water it does.
Huh.
Because he can't wear the glasses in the water.
Right, he doesn't feel comfortable either.
He has no depth perception. He doesn't know where the waves are until they're right at him. I know his life is not my life.
Right.
I was excited to really share that with him, and I'm still going to find a way to share that with him. But you know, he's going to have a whole different path, and there's a lot he can't do. I'm not trying to raise a mini cycle champion.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to raise a champion in life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're going to go visit the McCoys, and they are, you know, they're such a dynamic family. All right, so we're here at the McCoys' house. This is one of the raddest families in America.
Being here at the McCoys is like the coolest thing.
They actually started Mammoth. They are Mammoth Mountain.
Dave was the first guy to, like, yeah, exactly.
Cut the trails, put in the lifts, put in the,
Yep.
you know, the parks.
Yeah, being out here with the McCoys, it's definitely a euphoric feeling.
They have done, you know, they are one of the sort of pillars of the world of action sports. And to get an insight, to get to go into their home, hang out with them, it's going to be great. Cool, guys. Thanks for having us here. I want to take a minute and introduce everybody. Penny, at the top. Okay. Roma, right here. Okay. And Dave, right there. And
You
McCoy.
guys are all daredevils.
You're a race car driver.
So don't get in this thing and try to dare it. Not like a motorcycle.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're talking to a brick wall over there. So will you show us the race shop and give us a quick tour?
Gladly. Gladly.
Awesome.
Okay.
Dad used to ride motorcycles all his life and was the national motocross champion at 72, the Masters national champion. When he started the mountain, he got his first line of credit for $85 with his first Harley motorcycle.
He was a pioneer of sorts in his own right, and to me that's just really a special thing. He was really true to his passions, and I think that's something, there's something to be said about that.
And he made the Olympic team both in Nordic and Alpine, and didn't have the money to go to the Olympics because back then you had to pay your own way. And so one of his friends, who was Cory Hill, told Dad that he would give him $500 to either start a business or go to the Olympics. And so he said, well, it'd be better to start the business. And then he had his Harley motorcycle that he started his first line of credit of $85.
Wow.
That's what Dad had. You know.
And that's what
So
started.
that's what started Mammoth.
You have an awesome story.
Yeah.
Penny just told us.
It's all like you guys having fun. Is anybody going to roll it out and crank them up?
We're totally unprepared for this, but McCoys have a bunch of bikes, and they want to let us go ride them. So we're going to raid the garage. There's classic bikes in there. There's race bikes in there.
I'll jump on that offer.
All right.
I think we all will.
I think
Let's see you roll it down the ramp. Kick it over.
I mean, it's insane. We walked in their garage and they had like 25 motorcycles from like little to like, you know, full size. 25 helmets, and they're like, all right, guys, grab helmet and whatever bike you want and go ride.
Well, I'm not going to get up there and help them.
Coming here, it's like, it's just wide open. It's so vast, and it was so sweet just to go out and pin it, and like there's nothing in your way, like no fences, just go. It was sweet.
Oh, that what you want from me? If you find out what I really think, might just think again. I told you I meant it with no exception. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't help it. Play me a song that'll make me feel better. Tell me I'm wrong, maybe I can forget it. Oh, should I never done that? Probably wouldn't feel best too late to take back Tell me that I didn't make a mistake.
Dude. How freaking awesome was that, man?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you were ripping. To see Josh out there, like, hanging with us was cool. Because, you know, he's a surfer, like, bro guy, like, haha, you know, surf guy. And to see him get out there in moto is cool.
I don't know about
No,
that.
no comment? Oh, I never seen you ride, dude. I was impressed. You know, we saw him winch on the snowboard. He rips on the surfboard, and to know that he motos is cool. And he lives 35 minutes from me, so I'm sure we're gonna start, you know, riding together a lot more. I was stuck with the 85. That was awesome.
That thing was sweet.
Dude, I inhaled so much dust. No, you got it worse than
My
me.
eyes inhaled
You
so
had
much
like the
dust.
bicycle helmet on. He did with the glasses.
Yeah, I heard. What was up
on
with
the
that?
85? You're all. Dusted out.
That probably looked sweet.
You did look sweet. Actually, when you jumped, dude, you took off, but he step upped over this road on Dan's bike.
I heard his helmet
And his
was like.
helmet's all-
For me to get to sit down with Mr. McCoy is a real treat. That guy has affected entire sports, and I'm blown away by that. But I think more than anything, he has energy and excitement and passion for life at his age, and that's what I'm looking for.
Dad.
What makes him tick?
Good.
Another great day.
Yes. And Dan's going to tell us about his ride today, huh, Dan? How much
Are
fun
you?
you had.
Come on.
He was definitely the one in the lead, huh? Definitely the explorer
Well, he
of the
had,
bunch.
he
I
had
had
a
a
good
blast.
motor under him, too.
Yeah, that 250, I was having fun with that. I haven't ridden a, it's actually a small motor for me, but you can just hold that thing open the whole time.
Yeah.
You have to let off for a second. Just keep up with you guys, we kind of had to keep it hold the whole time.
I didn't know you could ride like you ride. That was unbelievable.
Wasn't it pretty?
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. You have an amazing legacy, Dave. I'm just blown away by it.
Really?
Oh,
Well, you're
I'm
young, you
actually
got a chance
inspired
to
by it,
top
is what I am. And I hope I can at least reach it. I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, just have fun.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Yeah.
How would you suggest him having fun, Dad? I mean, I know Dad is a
That's something nobody can tell
Yeah.
anybody else. That's up to them to do. You got to make yourself happy. You got to be proud of yourself. You got to look forward and to enjoy and be never critical. Never try to second guess the other guy. Play your game straight.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing in the world to do sometimes because it takes every bit of effort you got to keep going.
Be careful. Don't pin it when you let this clutch out because this is what stops you. You just let that out and you're wide open, it's just gonna loop on you. You know what I mean?
So it's basically like when you're driving a stick shift?
Same exact thing as a
oh,
stick.
okay.
Yeah, just do it like a stick shift.
Okay, I got
and
it.
your gears are down, one down, and then several
And then
up.
everything is up. Okay.
Miley's riding dirt bikes, and I'm not comfortable with it at all.
All I see is rain, it's filling up my day. Make it go away, yeah, make it go away. All I see are different shades of blues. Atop the waters to get to you. It seems so hard to get away from the memories of yesterday. I can't believe that all those dreams are now behind me. These are the last days.
That was awesome.
Hey,
Especially that last ride with Kyle.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That whole family's insane.
That's unbelievable that they would just let us come out there and play like that.
I was really, hoping that the athletes that we brought there would be very inspired by them, and I'm really surprised at how inspired I even was.
Oh, for
by them.
sure. Say Kyle wins the X Games again. What does that mean? Like, career-wise? Does that, like, solidify him?
I don't think anyone's ever solidified in the sport.
It elevated where you can now focus on, your big events. We're just putting together a deal with Taylor Guitars, the #1 guitar out there, and they just made a solid, and they want to do a bunch of music exposés with him and a couple other high-profile action sports guys.
Sweet.
Which will be super cool. And on the sponsor front, we also just re-inked Truth for the year with a great deal. It's going to give him ownership of the company.
Awesome.
It's huge.
What about designing a line?
And he has
I get to do 2 shirts a year or something.
a season, I think.
That's
I don't
a
remember.
season.
I have to look at it. And then we
Yeah, it'll be sweet as long as they don't change them and just leave them how I leave them.
Well, I mean, that would make sense.
And then we re-inked Electric also. So
Okay,
we're definitely
cool.
electric all year.
This, one of my dad's friends, emailed him this newspaper article talking about this little girl, Mackenzie, that got hit by she ran into the back of a truck in a rhino thing. And something happened and she ran in the back of a truck, or the thing just gassed itself or whatever.
Right.
And I guess she got knocked out and something happened and she didn't have oxygen for a half hour. She can look at you and follow you with her eyes, but that's pretty much it. She's kind of just way out of it. So I read that I read that article, and then it was her favorite things are the color pink and the motocross dude Kyle Loza. So
Oh my gosh.
in the newspaper article, it was her favorite things are the color pink, and then it said Kyle Loza by it. Yeah, so me and my sister went over to her house and just took him a bunch of stuff and just visited him and stuff. And I don't know, it was rad. Their whole family is really cool.
The first time that really came onto Kyle's radar, he jumped at the chance. And I'm just blown away at how committed he's been to, reaching out and helping this girl that needs him very badly.
I think that, out of every bad situation, God definitely brings good out of it. And I think that, it kind of made me realize how much of an impact I have on younger kids and stuff. Oh, crappy.
Are you getting hassled about the flip from all these athletes as much as I am? Or is it just something I have to deal with?
I think you are more than me.
More than you?
Yeah.
If you didn't have such a big year, you probably would too.
I don't know, I've been working on it.
I know, and I haven't really started yet, but maybe we should set a goal or something,
It's proof again that the backflip is in Jimmy's head.
kind of game is
Well,
this?
then let's do it. When do we get back? Tomorrow?
Let's start it, dude. But I need, like, I work better with someone, like, pushing me, you know?
Let's do it on that little dirt jump first, and then we'll... Because it's so easy on the 110. And then just, like, once you're on that, it's, like, nothing. Like, I did it the first day I did on the 110, like, I did it on the...
So you're like, ahead of me right now.
I'm ahead of you. You gotta catch up, sucker.
On the flip. Well, dude, when we get back, let's get serious about it. And
All right.
we'll make it by summer. We want to have it done. He works for Tony Hawk now. Dude, he just called me and he's like, listen, man, I got an insight for you. I can get you to run the moto part of a 24-stop, 7-week tour with the Tony Hawk.
I think it's, you know, perfect strategic move for you. We need to sit down and just do some framework on a 5-year plan for you.
Yeah.
I think this has been a success being here. It's been a success to hang out with you and, you know, get refocused.
I'm coming up with this new clothing line that I'm working on right now, Miss Cory Coffey.
Yeah, Cory's crazy. She has a really crazy personality, and she is in love with Justin. And that's awesome. Like, even if you're doing just plain t-shirts, like, do just random stuff to them. Just, like, have, like, one sleeve a different color, like, weird placed, like, buttons and stuff.
I've known Mike for a long time. He and I went to high school together. Dating for a year, and he got into a really bad motorcycle accident. He was out at the dunes, like, jumping and just being stupid. It was just such a stressful time.
Right.
When it comes to Zach, like, everybody shows up.
Oh yeah, for
Everyone.
sure.
Dan
I know.
and Mia, Mickey, Kyle.
I can't believe Kyle wants to babysit Zach. That's so awesome.
It's just amazing. Like, I love that I have these people, and